With us now from Capitol Hill, Arizona Republican Senator John McCain. Senator, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie.
You may have heard what Bill Plant just said from the White House. What is it? Where are you on this?
Well, I obviously agree with the Catholic Church and the people who feel that it is their option to provide services to their members, but not to violate their religious principles. And so I think it's pretty clear that the White House is looking for the exit sign here, and I hope we can sit down and get this worked out and allow these organizations not have to violate their religious beliefs.
Is there some difference between Governor Romney and Newt Gingrich and Rick Santorum on this? Because there's some criticism of Governor Romney as to what was possible in Massachusetts.
Well, in Massachusetts, he inherited a law that required that, and he fought against it, and obviously he was facing a overwhelmingly Democratic legislature, but he never supported such a ruling.
May I turn to Syria because of the increased conflict over there, and you, as a senator who's always been candid about how you think American force should be used, what do you think the options for force are in Syria, and what role should the United States play?
The United States should play a very important role, Charlie, along with other nations. Look, they're massacring their people. The latest reports are some 7,000. Now we hear reports that the Iranians are coming in to help kill these Syrian people who are struggling for freedom. We should look at all options, including technical assistance, including medical care, including if there's ways using other countries, I would be my preference to get weapons into these people. We have to explore all options now. And clearly Russia and China are going to block action in the UN Security Council, much to their shame.
Should there be some addressing of the issue of sending NATO troops there, or sending some other Arab countries participating in a military action?
I would not send NATO troops there, certainly not on the ground. I do think that we can support these organizations. For example, Turkey has announced they will provide safe haven for Syrian refugees. We could set up no movement zones. We could set up no-fly zones. We could do a lot of things working, frankly, with the leadership of the Arab League, who's been very good on this. But it's time we acted on behalf of the people of Syria who are being slaughtered.
But how is this different from Libya?
Well, Libya, they had a base, as you know, in Benghazi, and we could, not we, but certainly Arab countries and others were able to provide them with arms and equipment. There's no real base there for this opposition, so it presents real dilemmas. But if we really want to help these people, I'm confident that we can find ways to do so without the United States with boots on the ground or active intervention. But there's a lot of things that can be done, and we should be doing them, and quickly, while these people are dying in the street.
And what do you make of the Russian opposition at the United Nations?
Well, we got to keep pushing that reset button. It's an indication of the total failure of the Obama administration's policies towards Russia. The Arab Spring is coming to Russia. Thousands and thousands of people demonstrated in sub-zero temperatures. And of course, Putin now is lashing out at the United States and other countries as this appeal to Russian nationalism. I don't think it works.
When you look at the options that we have, I mean, how do you make an immediate, going back to Syria, an immediate action that will do something about the number of people that are being killed in homes and other places? I mean, it's becoming drastic and taking on an extraordinary level of violence.
Well, I agree with Secretary Clinton. We should establish a contact group, a group of nations, including Middle Eastern countries. Qatar and UAE and other countries played a role in Libya, and find ways to help them. In other words, tracking the movement of Syrian government troops and informing the people of that, giving them medical assistance. God knows they need that very badly. And then moving forward in ways that we can help them resist and fight back. They are being slaughtered, and anybody who believes that they're not, obviously, we all know that they are being slaughtered, and the fact is we need to act on their behalf. And by the way, there's a lot of consequences of an overthrow of Assad, including Hezbollah in Lebanon and a lot of other implications of this. That's why the Iranians are very, very involved now, becoming more involved.
Senator, thank you very much.
Thanks, Charlie.